Hi, good morning all. Thank you, Mriga. I would just start with it that congratulate and appreciate Mriga and Prachi, who few years back had come to me for starting up the business. What they had seen something on the webinar or through online that there's something of soap making, so they wanted to start their own business. So they came to me for the consultation, how to start with it. So the first thing they said, how to form a company or how to start with it. So it was the first question, you want to do it individually or into partnership. So they said we want to form it in partnership form. So we formed a partnership deed for them, which is very important to have a firm or a partnership deed. Then the second thing the question was, we don't have much capital to start a business. So after forming a partnership deed, we have to apply for the PAN of the firm. Then second thing is we can apply for MSME registration. What is MSME registration? MSME is small scale. Rika, can you just open the slide? Yeah. Now earlier, what was MSME? Micro, small, medium scale enterprises. Before 2020 July, it was 25 lakhs for micro, 5 crores for small and 10 crores for medium. Now, after the amendment, the government has changed the slabs. Any person doing the business up till 1 crore and annual turnover of 5 crores, 10 crores for the small and 50 crore for annual turnover, and medium will be 50 crore less and 250 crores less. So now the government has changed the norms. So anyone covered under these norms are covered under MSME. So now the second step was getting registered under MSME. Why under MSME? Because for investing, for starting the business, we need funds, we need capital. And MSME helps us a lot in doing that. As Dhruv Agarwal explained you, that there are a lot of fundings and subsidies under Khadi. Same is under MSME. MSME, if you are a member under MSME, you can have collateral-free loans up till 10 lakhs. You don't have to pledge any property. You don't have to pledge any FD. You get collateral-free loans under MSME and at a lesser rate of interest. Second is you have subsidies for the machinery you are buying, for the packing material you are buying, you have subsidies under MSME. For then, and as told by Anurag and Dhruv Agarwal, that you have to set up a office, you have to set up a plant, you have to buy the machinery, you have to set up certain interiors for which you need capital. And for that capital, MSME helps you in granting all these subsidies. So what is subsidy? Subsidy is that you get discounts, or you get the money back what you have purchased from the government. It's 30% subsidy, 50% subsidy, or somewhere it's 50% subsidy as well. So you will be clear in my PPT once it's been sent to you what is all about subsidies. Then the second question comes is what is the trade, how we have to keep the name. It's very important for a business to have a trade name. As you know that Soapy, you know people, you don't know Prachi or you don't know Briga, you know Soapy Twist, right? Soapy Twist is a brand name. So it's very important to have a brand name in our business. For that brand name, firstly we have to search what name has to be selected. Now they came up with two names, Himalayan Petals and Soapy Twist. I suggested them don't use Himalayan Petals, use Soapy Twist. Why? Himalayan Petals is a generic name. It is a name which have a conflict in it. No, they said no, we want to go for Himalayan Petals. But and as well as we filed two names, Himalayan Petals and Soapy Twist. Now where to file it? It has to be filed before the trademark department. It has to be filed online. Now there are different jurisdictions for it. You don't have to know that because once you do it online, it automatically selects the jurisdiction once you put up your state. Now, second thing is where we have to file it. Can you go for the further steps? The flow chart.
Okay, this one.
Yeah. Now this is what it's very important. Before selecting any name, it is about trademark search. We have to search the trademark that is this available for us or not. Now there are different classifications and different goods and services. Every goods and services are covered under different classifications, and every service is covered under different classification. If I talk about medicine, that is under class 3. If I talk about cosmetics, it is under class medicines are class 5, cosmetics is class 3. If I talk about name of the company, that is under class 35. Clothing is class 25. So they, as they are into manufacturing of cosmetics and soaps, so they decided to file under 25, under class 3. And being the company's name as well, which they'll be doing online, they decided to file it under class 35. So these classes are important if you are doing it online business and if you are retailing it by your own brand name. So the both names were filed, Himalayan Petals and Soapy Twist. Now what happens is, Himalayan Petals being a generic name, it has the Himalaya name, which is the name of a, it's a very generic name. Petals again, it's a generic name, and simultaneously filed Soapy Twist. Now what happens is, examination, second point is filing of trademark application. We have done that. Acknowledgement of application, we've got that. Issuance of examination report. Now, issuance of examination report is when the examiner goes through our application, he sees that is that name grantable or not. Now, what happens is, Soapy Twist is a very independent name. It's a new name. It's coined by different two names, so it has been accepted by the examiner. Whereas the other name Himalayan Petals has been objected because it's the name which is conflicted to the other names, or it is a generic name. Now it goes on. They call us for the show cause hearing. They come to me. I ask them for his fees for it. They say, why to charge? We said it's a hearing. I told you earlier it's an objected name. Now the other name, whereas talk about Soapy Twist, is published in the journal. What is published in the journal? Now it's open to public. If anyone thinks that this is a similar name to our name, they can object to this name. They can file the opposition to this name. But for no opposition for file for this name, and we got the registration for Soapy Twist within 8 months from filing of it. And whereas Himalayan Petals is still pending under litigation with the department, and then there's a certain opposition. So my purpose of explaining you this is, before finalizing your name, before filing it for the trademark, we need to understand that what name is important for us, how we have to select the name, what names we cannot keep. That will be clear in my PPT to you. But any generic name, any symbolic name, name of the country, name of the state, name of the city, we cannot get it registered. It will be a big conflict with the department. So I would suggest you don't keep any such names. Now, we have set up a factory, right? Or we are doing it from home. Next thing comes how to sell it. Now, there's for every step, everywhere, it is taxation involved. Now, the question is, what about GST? GST is a very important part in this. Now, I could just see lot many questions in this. People are asking that if we are doing it from home and if we are setting up industry. Now, if you are doing it from your home and you are buying any products from Haryana to, and it is selling to Haryana only, you don't need GST number till 40 lakhs. So if your sale is below 40 lakhs and you are purchasing goods from Haryana and selling goods in Haryana, you don't need a GST number. And if the sale exceeds 40 lakhs, you need a GST number from the very first day. This is one. Second is, if you are buying from Delhi, if you are staying in Haryana and you are buying from Delhi and you are selling in Haryana, you need a GST number. But we have a separate thing for this. This is a composition scheme. Composition scheme is for the people who have a turnover for till 1.5 crores. They can purchase from Delhi. If they are staying in Haryana, they can purchase from Delhi, but they can only sell their products in Haryana. They cannot sell the products from there to Chandigarh, because in composition scheme, you are not allowed to sell interstate and your limit is 1.5 CR. Now, if you see the slabs for a manufacturer and trader that you will fall under, the rate of tax is 1%. That 1% has not to be charged from the customer. This is covered between your cost. And the second important thing, the tax you are paying on your purchases is not refundable to you, means you cannot set off that tax with the sales. Generally, what happens? I am buying X amount, I'm buying for 100 rupees, the tax is 18 rupees of 18 rupees on that. Further, when you're selling it for 110 rupees, the tax you have collected, it will be set off with the tax you had paid. But in composite trader, you are not allowed to set off with the tax you have paid at the time of purchase. So it is very clear in this. Being a composite dealer, you had certain questions that if we are sitting at home, we are doing it. So till 40 lakhs, if you are doing local purchase, local sale, you don't need to have a registration. If you are buying it from different state and selling it in your state, you need to have composite dealer registration till the turnover of 1.5 cr. Now, next question comes is I'm registered in Delhi as a composite dealer, but I want to go to Chandigarh and sell it in an exhibition. Then you have again another option as a casual dealer. Or even if you are not registered, you are working from your home, you are, as there are a lot of queries that you are working from your home and you want to go in some hotel and participate in some of the exhibitions, you can do that. The GST law allows us by registering as a casual trader. Casual trader is one time registration that is valid for 3 months at one time, then we can have extension for 6 months, another 3 months. What is casual trader? Casual trader is I am going somewhere for an exhibition, I'm putting up a stall there for a week, for 10 days, and selling my product. That's in Delhi, that's in Chandigarh, that's in Haryana, anywhere. So now I apply it online for a casual trader. I have to declare that what is the value of goods I'll be putting up there, what is the expected sales, I have to pay the tax, what is the expected sales on that. Then I have to get my invoices, what invoices I will be billing there. I have to get them stamped from the department or get it authenticated from the concerned officer. Then I can make the sales there, and the tax charge at that point has to be the regular tax on the product, that is 18% on the soaps. When you are selling it to the customer, you will be charging 18%. Now you will buy it from Soapy Twist and you will sell it to me. So Soapy Twist will be charging you tax 18%. You will be selling it to me. You will be charging tax 18% to me. So it will be, you will get a set off in composite trade, in casual traders. As composition, I told you there's no set off, but in casual traders you have a set off. This is specially for you people, for the people who are working from home, who want to go for exhibitions, who want to go to different cities and organize small exhibitions. Casual trader is the easiest way to handle it. Now, if now the main GST part comes, if we are doing any interstate purchase or any interstate sale, from the very first day, we have to apply for GST number. Secondly, if we are doing any interstate purchase and we are doing exports for that, we require GST number. So from the very first day, GST number is required. We have to apply it online. The process is mentioned here, how we have to apply it online. You can see the PPT, you'll get to know. Now there are different kind of returns which have to be filed for every GST number. If you talk about casual trader, once you have taken the number, you have done your business, you have completed your exhibitions in any of the states, you just have to go online, file two returns, that is GSTR 1 and 3B, that's all. Pay the tax, or if you have paid the excess tax, you can apply for the refund. Nothing more has to be done, you can close down your number. For composite trader, up till 1 crore, 1.5 CR, you just have to file one quarterly return and an annual return. Quarterly return, that has to be one return, and annual return. No other return has to be filed. So it has been simplified for you sitting at home and doing this. Now, there are a lot of people who are exporting it. Now, there's again a question that if we are exporting it from Delhi to, if I'm sending it to Canada, right? I have a GST number. Do I have to pay tax? No, I don't have to pay tax. Government has give us exemption on exports. There is no tax on exports. So, but for that, you have to apply for GST number and you have to apply for LUT. LUT is letter of undertaking, which has to be filed online, that we are doing exports and this is the letter of undertaking, that to show that we are doing exports and there is no tax on it. So whenever you are doing exports, before that, file an LUT. So you are sending the products at for 1,000 rupees, no tax has to be charged, right? It is tax exempted. You can claim ITC, you can claim whatever services you are taking on your business, you can claim whatever no products you are purchasing, and you can take a refund of that if it is in excess. If you are exporting 100%, you can take refund of that. Now, when to take GST number is very important. You opened a firm, you applied for the PAN number, You apply for trademark registration. Then, before giving your application for your MSME benefits, before buying the machinery, I would suggest you should take a GST number, because whatever machinery you are buying, whatever raw material you are buying, it will be tax paid. You will only get the credit of that material, of that machinery, only if you have a GST number. Credit means the tax paid on the purchase of those products. You can get the set off on the output tax, but you have to pay to the government. So that will ease up your finances. You can take the benefits. Very important thing, you cannot claim ITC on any kind of civil work on your premises, means putting up tiles or getting it renovated. You cannot get ITC on that. That is a negative list. Government doesn't allows you for that. So now the trademark thing, as we had discussed, MSME, after we have done the MSME registration, there are certain subsidies and discounts which government has given. We have applied for our trademark, Soapy twist. Regular government fees at a partnership firm is 9,000. For a company, it's 9,000. For a proprietorship, it's 4,500. Now, government says if you are registered under MSME, you have 50% of discount for that. You don't have to pay 9,000, pay 4,500, upload your MSME certificate for it, and you will get 50% discount. So, if you are a MSME member, and you are a partnership firm, you are a company, or you are a limited company, you just have to pay 4,500. This is again a benefit for you because you have discounts on it. If you think you have created some new invention, you have a patent for it, you have a benefit again of a fees of 50%. Whatsoever government fees you have paid, please keep it in mind. This discount is only for the government fees. The fees you have to give to a lawyer doesn't have any discounts, right? So all these discounts are for government fees. Now, again, there's an electricity benefit in MSME. If you are registered under MSME, you file an application before the electricity department, you get that benefit. You get the subsidies. So I would suggest you must have an MSME registration before you are doing it. There's a very important aspect in MSME. Like Mriga and Prachi, their Soapy twist sold the goods to someone at the tuning of 50,000 rupees. Now that person refused to pay the money, or he was delaying the payment, or he was not making the payment. They came to me to file the civil suit. Now we don't need to file a civil suit if we are covered under MSME. This is a, what benefit we have. MSME, if someone is not paying me money for what I have sold to him, I can file a complaint application in MSME that this and this person is not paying me money for what I have sold him, and that with the proofs that I have sold him, the invoice copy, the purchase agreement, and the ledger, we have to file it along with it. And within 40 to 45 days, till now the cases I have done, 90% cases I have recovered the money out of it, right? Because in case the person who has to pay, he doesn't pays me that money, he has to pay that money with interest of 18%. And if he doesn't agrees to pay that even, then he can be penalized, or he can even be, they can pass the order for jurisdiction for him, that person. So if you're registered under MSME, you can claim your money within 40 days. That is the big benefit for you to get registered under MSME. Now, if I talk about, there are many questions that if I'm working from home, there's a MSME thing, you can have MSME registration, you can have trademark, you can have GST. If you're doing it online, you can apply GST sitting at home, right? You doing it from a flat, you can apply GST number. So you have no kind of barration from GST number or from a trademark. It has to be applied online or individual name or a company's name. So there's no bar in this. So I think so. I've covered all MSME, GST, and trademark in this. So anything more, you can go through my PPTs, or any query, you can contact me. My phone number, my email address are mentioned on the last page of this, right? Thank you, Megha.
Thank you, Mr. Shaman Jain. So any queries related to tax, to trademarks, you can contact him on the mentioned address.